How do you quickly and efficiently handle 55,000 products? You make a 3D printed robot, like the Ocado Group. The Ocado Group 600 series robot is a really interesting piece of engineering because what they did is they used entirely topology optimized 3D printed parts in order to create a robot that was 5 times lighter than what they had before. This is really important because what these robots are able to do is they scurry around this really custom warehouse where they move from one point to another, picking up groceries, then delivering them to the final orders. They have to move very quickly and they need to be really efficient. Ocado had built a previous version of this robot as the initial system, but over time they realized that that system could be made so much more efficient if they used 3D printing. 3D printing gave them the advantage of lightweighting, lower cost for the parts, quicker iteration time, and overall lower energy consumption throughout the facility because, again, lower weight. It had such a big impact that over half of the parts in these robots are 3D printed. They used the MJF process, which is a great way for making nylon parts. They could have used a number of other 3D printing processes, but MJF is very well qualified and people are familiar with it. It also works well for the topology optimized parts. These pieces are cool because effectively what you do is you design, oh, this piece needs to hold this here, and then it basically grows an organic type of structure in between those 2 points in order to make sure that you have only the material that you need in order to get the structure that you need, but nothing else. It's the same way your bones actually work. Evolution over time creates really efficient structures. Topology optimization basically just speeds up evolution super fast to find out what material is needed and what isn't. And if you look at these machines, it's not just the joints and the hardware. They have the wheels being 3D printed because they're able to cut out unnecessary material in there. And this lightweighting improves the entire system so much more. They have to work inside of this warehouse that's called the Hive. It's where a ton of these robots are working together. But if you make the robot so much lighter, then you need less electricity to charge the robot and run it. If you need less electricity, then you install less electricity. You don't have to have coolers or extra power or backup generators or whatever else you need to keep your system running. Which means that it's now cheaper to build one of these warehouses, which means you can now build more of these warehouses and the company can grow faster. But those parts are unmanufacturable with any other process, so 3D printing becomes necessary. But now, since the parts have been optimized to printing, it's able to produce them very fast and efficiently. And since it's a robot, if they had used traditional processes like molding or machining, just the startup cost alone makes them cost prohibitive because you have all of these pieces going into one product. And if any of them go wrong, you've lost all of that money. So the risk of tooling up to make a robot is just too high. Whereas the efficiency that 3D printing enabled allowed them to get so much more with so much less. Because now Ocado can take all of that upfront cash and make a bunch of robots rather than just buying the tools to make the robots. And this isn't the first time that Ocado has done this. You can check out this other video that we did about Haddington Dynamics, which was eventually acquired by Ocado, where they were also 3D printing robots. Because now 3D printing lets you make something much more efficient, much more affordably, and much more scalably. Have a great day, everybody.